everyone. So this is episode 3 of our playlist. Our playlist about fakes about the planets. Today we are doing our planet's Earth. Now I almost skipped it, but that would be like improper. So we are doing Earth, and some of you might not know this stuff. So let's get into it. Now, you know how we do? We always start off with this chart. Every planet we will always start off with this chart and then move on to a new page and then we will be done. So let's get into this first page. We're going to start off with a simple one. Our Earth is also known as the blue planet. We can see that because there's water all around it. Did you know that the blue stuff is the water and the green stuff is our land? Yep, that's pretty cool. Now, going around, the Earth has a very useful natural satellite, and that natural satellite is the moon. So let me go over what this means. So a natural satellite is a celestial body, and that body orbits a larger body that is in space. So it's a celestial body. And that celestial body orbits a larger body in space. And here's about the moon. So the Earth's only permanent natural... The moon is the Earth's only permanent natural satellite. So it's the only natural satellite that is permanent. Yeah. Within our solar system, the planet is a terrestrial planet with the greatest mass and volume compared to the other planets in our solar system. Alrighty, people, so let me go over what this means. So, what is a terrestrial planet? So, that means that Earth is primarily composed of silicate rocks or it could be metals. And Earth has the greatest mass and also volume along all of the other terrestrial planets in our solar system. The Earth is shaped like a sphere with some flattening edges as its poles. So what are the poles? You know, like the North Pole, the South Pole. Wait, the North Pole? Yeah, the North Pole, the South Pole, those are like the poles. And you can see that it's a sphere shape. Some of you will probably be like, a circle. A sphere is 3D. A circle is 2D. So it's a sphere. Last one on the charts. The Earth is the only planet with plate tectonics. Other rocky planets in our solar system, such as Mercury, Venus, and Mars, by the way, Mars will be tomorrow's episode, have never had movements in their outer shells. Alright, to say people, that kind of doesn't make sense to you, so I'm going to explain it a bit. So the Earth has a nickname. The Earth is known as a blue planet, and that is due to the water on its surface, which is the blue stuff. Now, here are the plate tectonics. So, Earth is the only planet in our solar system that has active plate tectonics. The other rocky planets like Mercury, Venus, and Mars have some outer shells that have never ever experienced the type of movement like that. Alrighty, people, so I chose a shorter page this time. It's 3 fun fakes about Earth. Now, normally I'd have one with 7, 10. I don't really feel like doing that today because yesterday's was like really long, 8 minutes. I want ours today to be like 4 or 5 minutes, so shorter than the first one and definitely last night's. Now these are sort of like some easy ones, not like super complex ones like I normally have. So did you know that the Earth is 4.5 million years old? Yep. You know, the Earth is a very old planet. Like, how would we be alive and living right now without the Earth? How would we be alive and living right now without our food and water? because none of the other planets provide those sources. Earth is how we are living. So, did you know that people actually started having lives on Earth 3.5 million years ago? I kind of don't know what that means, because Earth, I'm trying to explain this to the best of my ability. I'm sorry if it's wrong. Life on, say, Earth is about 4.5 million years old. Say, Earth has been around a long time. That was when, like, the dinosaurs were around, but I guess, I don't know. I'm just trying to explain this to the best of my ability, and I don't want to use Google. Do you guys just think I know all this? No. I mean, some of these things I know, but most of the time while we're doing this, I'm researching and just kind of putting in my own words, because it's impossible for me to just know all this stuff. I'm just researching while we're doing these episodes. That's a secret. So here's how I'm going to explain this to the best of my ability. So it's started 3.5 million years ago. That must have been like when dinosaurs were alive and all of that. I wasn't alive. No humans were. So don't say that you were alive during the time of dinosaurs. I know, you're just using your imagination, but nobody was, so. Alright, people. So, but that's when, like, the dinosaurs were around, but people actually started living, people came around and started actually having their lives 3.5 million years ago. That's how I'm explaining it to the best of my ability. On the moon, you weigh 61 pounds less than you weigh on Earth. Alrighty, people, say 61 pounds less. So that's a big weight difference. That's a big weight difference, because some people might weigh 73.2 pounds on Earth. Actually, that's like all people. The moon's gravity is 1/6 of Earth's gravity. Say, an object's weight on the moon is 16.5% of its weight on Earth. Alright, well, that's going to be all for this episode. Hopefully you learned some new things. Please subscribe and like. Tomorrow's episode is going to be about Mars. This one probably wasn't so interesting because you probably already knew these things because we are on Earth. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Bye, people.